Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of WWE 2K25 Universe Mode episode. This is episode 2 of 2K25 Universe Mode. If you haven't seen the first episode, go back and watch it. It was our latest pay-per-view. It was the King and Queen of the Ring. And obviously, spoilers, but the Queen of the Ring, Bianca Belair, is coming down to the ring. She, one Queen of the Ring, is now officially the #1 contender for the WWE Raw Women's World Championship and will face Bayley at the Royal Rumble for that said championship. And she has taken this time to do a little promo, talk to us a little bit. Let's see what she has to say. Oh boy, well here comes the Raw Women's World Champion. Oh, some strong words from both of these women. These women have to wait a month and a half, but they cannot wait to get their hands on each other for that Raw Women's World Championship. This match is going to happen. Bianca Belair, the Queen of the Ring, won the opportunity to face said champion Bayley at the Royal Rumble for the Raw Women's World Championship.
It's a new day, yes it is!
Alright, so let's get things started here tonight. The first featured matchup is Xavier Woods going one-on-one with Tommaso Ciampa.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds. Xavier Woods!
Xavier Woods, part of a tag team with John Cena, who's flanking behind right now. But John Cena, a lot of controversy going on in this King of the Ring tournament. John Cena and AJ Styles were facing off in a semi-final matchup, or I guess the Raw finals, I should say, at King of the Ring. AJ Styles would hit John Cena with the Styles Clash, but clearly, John Cena's right foot, I think right or left foot, I can't remember, I think left foot was on the ropes clearly, and the ref did not see it. So the Raw brass deemed it kind of fitting that John Cena would face Tommaso Ciampa for the United States Championship next week in the main event of Raw.
And his opponent from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Tommaso Ciampa.
And what's even more interesting is that the way John Cena got to AJ Styles was a win over Tommaso Ciampa in the King of the Ring tournament. So for all intents and purposes, John Cena has already defeated the United States Champion in a non-title contest. You can see Tommaso Ciampa clinging on to that championship. This could be the last week that Tommaso Ciampa holds that championship. John Cena could be walking out next week as your new United States Champion. But right now, John Cena has to look onwards or look upon his tag team partner Xavier Woods going one-on-one with the man he faces next week, Tommaso Ciampa. And Ciampa has been absolutely incredible as U.S. Champion, has been on a roll as of late, except for that one blemish. That one blemish being John Cena. John Cena winning over him and pretty much kicking him out of the King of the Ring tournament. So right now, Tommaso Ciampa, what's going on inside of his mind? Can he even defeat John Cena? He's defeated all that has come before him as U.S. Champion, but can he defeat the greatest of all time in John Cena? But right now, he has to go against, a discus lariat just takes down Woods to start off the matchup. And just there's so many layers to this match as well. Xavier Woods, obviously a former King of the Ring himself. So, Tommaso Ciampa not only has to deal with kind of the unofficial #1 contender John Cena next week, but he has to kind of deal with a former King of the Ring this week. You see a swing by Tommaso Ciampa. And now Ciampa with a knee right to the face. And he's going right for the cover. This could be it. One. No. Kick out by Woods. Woods, obviously a kind of a 5-tool player himself. He's got the looks. He's got the charisma. He's got the talent. He's got, grappling strikes. He can go up the top rope. He can do a springboard. He can do submissions. He can do it all inside the ring. That's why he is a former King of the Ring. And of course, Xavier Woods and John Cena, a tag team now. They are 1-0, so they are 4th right now in contention for the Raw tag team titles. But right now, John Cena can kind of propel his maybe rejuvenate his singles career with a win next week and becoming the United States Champion. And now Woods has Ciampa with an enziguri to the outside. Right now, John Cena is just looking on his opponent, doing some homework, doing some research. Tommaso Ciampa trying to kind of gauge Xavier Woods here because can't take him lightly. Xavier Woods, I think, is positive. And look at this power by Woods. There it is. There's the power on display. Like I said, Woods is surprisingly very, very strong, but he's also very versatile. He can, again, go off the top rope. He can springboard. There's a drop kick. A basement drop kick by Woods. Let me just take a quick look. I think Woods is positive here. And right now he's going for another drop kick. No! This time he tried for a springboard drop kick, but Ciampa moved out of the way. Going for an elbow. Ciampa counter there by Woods. And now look at this combo. Picks him up for, what a gut buster. Let me take a quick look here for Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods is actually 2-2, so he's just on the fence. He's pretty, nice leg drop. He is just on the fence, and he's running 500 right now. He's 2-2. Right now, Xavier Woods going for another springboard, this time with a frog splash, and he gets it. He goes for the cover. 2, no, not even a 2 count from Ciampa. What kind of psyche would Ciampa have if Xavier Woods somehow upset him here tonight? And that's another person who defeated the United States Champion in a non-title match. Right now, maybe looking for the honor roll is is Woods, and he gets it. That rolling clothesline, and now going to the top rope. And now Looking for the limit break. Oh, elbow drop, but he misses, and Ciampa takes advantage with a drop kick right to the side of the face. And now counter there by Woods. Counter there by Ciampa. No match is ever guaranteed in Universe Mode. You have to fight tooth and nail for just a simple win. And that's what Ciampa's trying to do. That's what Xavier Woods is trying to do. Xavier Woods, he puts it all inside the ring. He's only 2-2. He's been defeated by a couple superstars, but he's also won against a couple superstars. So you have to bring your A+ game everywhere you go here in Universe Mode, whether it be Raw or SmackDown. And now back body drop by Woods. Takes down Ciampa. Elbow to the bald head of Ciampa. Now he wants him to get back to his feet. Going for a little combination of strikes here. Now picks him up, going for a little scrunchy on the back of the neck, and now again going to the top. He wants Ciampa to get back to his feet. John Cena looking on, and into the crossbody. And now Woods wants him to get up just to go back down with a kick right to the chest, caving in that chest of Ciampa. And now, this Ciampa gets behind Woods. Now, Irish whip into the snap German suplex. What a match to start off Monday Night Raw in this new era here in 2K25. Looking for a clothesline. Takes down Woods. Now Cena tried to help out Woods, but not this time. You see, oh, nice counter there. Maybe looking for the fairy tale ending with Ciampa. And now, oh, looking for a little bit of fireman's carry. No, both guys missing their moves here. Now Woods trying to get back in the driver's seat here. Looking for, oh, look at the power. Oh, into the gut buster. Down goes Ciampa. Now into the cover goes Woods. 1, 2, no. And Ciampa gets the shoulder up. And Ciampa trying to prove that fatal 5-way match was not a fluke. Right now, Xavier Woods into the Shining Wizard. No. Counter there by Ciampa. Counter after counter after counter. Now Ciampa. Oh, here we go. Going for the fairy tale ending for Xavier Woods. And goes for the cover, not even hooking a leg. 2, and no! Woods gets the shoulder up, and Ciampa cannot believe it. John Cena trying to egg on his tag team partner here against the United States champion. Now Ciampa, oh no, he might be going for it. No, he's going for, what is this? Oh my, face buster. Could that be it? 1, 2, and 3. Yes, it is. Ciampa with an unorthodox face buster gets the job done against Xavier Woods.
Here is your winner, Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa going around the ring looking at John Cena as well. The man that he will meet next week for United States Championship. Let's take a look here. Next week, John Cena looks to claim his 3rd United States Championship reign against Tommaso Ciampa. And we look back at last night, we had a surprise attacker with Edge losing to Roman Reigns, and with that Claymore, we kind of assume who it is, but the man in question did not take off the mask. So, I mean, for all intents and purposes, we think it's Drew McIntyre, but I mean, they could be framing Drew McIntyre, who knows? But the attacker grabbed a ladder, hit it against Edge's face. And what we can only assume is Drew McIntyre would not be done there. Drew McIntyre would pick up Edge and hit him with a scoop and a slam onto the ladder. So Drew McIntyre coming for Edge after the loss at SummerSlam. An absolutely crazy development at the end of King and Queen of the Ring. And here comes the 9th wonder of the world, China, for some one-on-one action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Redondo Beach, California, the 9th wonder of the world, China.
In China, we haven't really seen a lot of China here in Universe Mode. We've seen her a lot in kind of the pre-show kind of results. But right now, China is 3-3 here in Universe Mode. She's looking to kind of, break that fence barrier to be positive here. It's very, very tough because the woman she faces here tonight is Charlotte Flair, a woman who kind of seems always to be in the title picture. But Charlotte Flair in a Universe Mode is only 2-2, and that's super surprising that these two women are not just not positive, not negative, but just in the middle. So right here tonight, as obviously we already know the number one contender for Bayley's Raw Women's Championship, but we're always looking to see who the next one is.
And her opponent from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, look at people like Trish Stratus, who's 4-2. Bianca Belair, obviously the queen of the ring, and because she won so many matches, she kind of already naturally is the number one contender, being 6-1. And she defeated someone like Becky Lynch, who's now 8-3 in our Universe Mode. Liv Morgan's 3-2. Io Sky's 3-2. Let's see, who else is? Raquel Rodriguez is 3-2 after her win. I think a few wins in the Queen of the Ring as well. And yeah, I mean, we'll get to some of the matches here that happened in the pre-show in this matchup, but we have a lot of new talent here on Monday Night Raw, especially in the women's division. We have, let's see, it looks like maybe 8, I think either 8 or 9 new women here on Monday Night Raw. So there is some rumblings about maybe a women's tag team championships for Raw and SmackDown because of the huge talent that's coming in. We only have one big championship, so the kind of question of the day is, do you guys want to see a women's mid-card championship, or do you guys want to see a women's tag team championship? Leave your opinion, and in the comment section, just tell me, like, would you guys rather see a mid-card championship or a tag team championship for the women here on Raw and SmackDown? But right now, let's get to this huge matchup. You see China going 1-1 with Charlotte Flair, two of the it's kind of rude to say, but two of the biggest women, the tallest women, and most kind of strongest women we have here in Monday Night Raw. You start off with both of these women going back and forth here, and now Charlotte with the knees right to the midsection of China. Now, oof. Like I said, we have the number one contender, like, already Bianca Belair going after Bayley's championship at the Royal Rumble. So what is kind of the driving force for all these other women here on Monday Night Raw? Do you just go, kind of day to day? Do you go for mundane routine? And like, do you just kind of come to work and just try to hope and pray for a win? Or do you strive for something further? Do you strive for that mid-card championship? Do you strive for the tag team championship? We have so many women. We'll get to some of the matches here, but we had a 4-way 8-woman tag team match, and we could just do that. There's so many women that we could just put that on willy-nilly, and like just some of the people that can't get really featured on a day-to-day basis. Oh my God, what a shot there by Charlotte Flair, bouncing China off of the top rope there. People like Charlotte Flair, who's only 2-2, through the whole Universe Mode. She's been here since the beginning. And nice Hurricane Rana there, and just the punches by China. And she's only 2-2. She's only had now 5 matches in Universe Mode, and that's, kind of not fair. If she's, trying to go for a championship, and someone like Becky, who's 8-3, or Bianca, who's 6-1. I mean, again, it's not to make excuses for Charlotte Flair. She has to get the job done when it's all said and done. But nevertheless, I think there maybe have to be something that's kind of not the Raw Women's Championship. I think, there has to be something else. Something like, Sonya Deville and Dakota Kai, part of Damage Control. They're not really gonna, go after the Raw Women's World Championship of Bayley. So, what are they just there to be lackeys? Are they just there ready to be sidekicks? No, I think there should be maybe something they have to strive for as well, like the Tag Team Championship. So, we'll get to that at a later date, but obviously voice your opinions and let your voice be heard in the comments if you guys want a mid-card or tag team championships for the ladies here on Raw and SmackDown. And we'll get back to this match here as Chyna has Charlotte Flair grounded here and going for a chin lock, but of course Charlotte Flair, being almost the master of submissions here in the Raw Women's division, gets that easily, but she gets caught and put into the turnbuckle here. And Chyna now working over Charlotte Flair in the corner. Now, looking for more shots off of the top turnbuckle. Oh, countered there by Flair. And now picks Chyna up, puts her down with the kind of a wrestling hold. I don't know what you really call that. I don't know if it has a necessarily name in wrestling. They're just wrestling takedown. There's a rope break. Charlotte Flair looking for a figure four headlock. But Chyna's, I think, left foot was underneath the rope here. And somehow the ref caught that one, but not the kind of super important one at the King of the Ring. But nevertheless, we're past that now. Oh, wait a minute. Charlotte Flair with a natural selection takes down Chyna. And now she's going to drag Chyna maybe to the middle of the ring here. And now goes for the quick cover. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2, and no. Chyna kicks out. I think Charlotte Flair took a little bit too much time after that natural selection. And now, just the knees. Again, right to the midsection. Goes for another cover. And Chyna, I don't think, is out for the count just yet. No. Both of these women, obviously former women's world champions. Charlotte Flair, I think, is a Grand Slam champion. I mean, I think she is. She's been NXT champion. She's been Raw Women's champion of both brands. I think she's a tag team champion as well. And now Charlotte Flair going for Whisper in the Wind takes down Chyna. And once again, going for that. I thought she was going for that figure four headlock, but. And now let's look at some of the matches I heard about earlier tonight. Alexa Bliss got a win over Tiffany Stratton. Johnny Gargano, he's back on Monday Night Raw. He gets a win over Grayson Waller. Bret the Hitman Hart gets a win over the debuting Carlito here on Monday Night Raw. Fatal 4-way match with some of the other debuting superstars. Wade Barrett gets the win in Fatal 4-way action. And of course, you see the aforementioned 8-women 4-way tag team match. And Jakar Jackson, Lash Legend of Metaphor, get the win in that contest. So back to this match here. And Charlotte Flair wants Chyna to get back inside the ring. She's kind of goading her with these taunts here. And up to a 6 count, but Charlotte Flair, she's not done with her just yet. Goes up to the top rope. Goes for a crossbody. Takes down Chyna. Chyna now in a bad way here in this matchup. Charlotte Flair has been in control for the last 5 minutes or so in this match. Now into the ring. Courtesy of Charlotte Flair goes Chyna. And now, just working over the unprotected knees and thighs of Chyna here. Chyna, just the muscular powerhouse that she is, obviously has a few detriments, and one are those knees that are unprotected. There's not many weaknesses when it comes to Chyna, but that is certainly one of them. Just destroying the foundation, the base of her strength. And now takes it down with a chop block. Nice reversal there by Chyna. And now, Chyna now trying to get back into this match here. Takes the head and drops her down with a face buster. Now Chyna wants Charlotte Flair to get back to her feet here. Charlotte Flair obliges. And now, oh boy, here we go. Going for the pedigree. The Chyna pedigree. Is that all she wrote for Charlotte Flair? No. Charlotte Flair gets the shoulder up. And now Chyna continues the attack. No. You see a counter there by Flair off the ropes. Drops down into, and there's the signature neck breaker by Charlotte Flair. Into the spear. What a combo by Flair. And once again, She's trying to drag China to the middle of the ring, following the spear. Oh boy, she is not done with her. She's going for the figure 4. Can she turn it into the figure 8? And she gets it. The figure 8. No, she slips. It looked like she slipped in her grip. Kind of let go of it, but that's not going to finish Charlotte Flair's momentum here. She could go for a slap. No, chop for chop. Reversal. Now Irish whip. And goes for no. Counted there by China. China now. Going for another Irish whip of her own. And into the power slam. What a match between these two women. And now China up top. Going for an elbow drop. Right on the money. Oh, she's not done. He's going to the second turnbuckle. And a big splash. Using that big frame of China. And oh boy. Here we go. Going for a little bit of a big spin. And throws Charlotte Flair across the ring. China now. Oh, she sees Charlotte Flair in her sights. Looks to the crowd. And now to the other corner with it. Oh, looking for a clothesline counter there by Flair. She's never out of a matchup. Both these women are big in terms of endurance, will, heart, spirit. And oh, nice move there by China. Goes with a quick cover. Could this be it for Charlotte? 1, 2, and no. What a match. These two trying to get the better of the other. There's a huge elbow drop. China trying to use her superior power in this matchup. Calls for Charlotte to get back to her feet. This could be it. Going for a second pedigree. And Charlotte Flair, can she fight out of this? No, China gets the victory with the second pedigree.
Here is your winner, the 9th wonder of the world, China!
China gets a huge victory here tonight, and she moves into the positive category here in the Raw Women's Division. But guys, we're going to talk about the divisions here. We talked about it earlier. The Raw Tag Team Division has been heating up recently. Of course, Paramedics we saw earlier on, but the number one contenders, Imperium, will get their opportunity for the Raw Tag Team Championships. 2 weeks from tonight, Imperium will go against LWO for the Raw Tag Team Championships. And here we go. It is time for our main event of the evening. Shinsuke Nakamura will go one-on-one with the Ring General Gunther.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, Shinsuke Nakamura.
We also saw on that graphic, Shinsuke Nakamura is in a tag team with Sami Zayn, Heart and Soul, here on Monday Night Raw. They're close to becoming number one contenders for those Raw Tag Team Championships. But right now, Imperium, like we saw, will get their opportunity in 2 weeks' time for those Tag Team Championships. Right now, Shinsuke has an opportunity. Shinsuke is actually positive in Universe Mode. He is 3-2 here in Raw, or on Raw. He's going one-on-one with the Ring General Gunther, who's had a rivalry brewing with Eddie Guerrero for a few months now. Eddie Guerrero beat Gunther, and Gunther took it upon himself to get into every business that Eddie Guerrero has, including a King of the Ring match with Eddie Guerrero going one-on-one with Montez Ford. Then Gunther got involved, got Montez Ford Eddie Guerrero disqualified, and Montez Ford moved on to face John Cena. That was right before the pay-per-view, and there
And his
is
opponent, representing Imperium from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
Gunther has been kind of a thorn in the Eddie Guerrero side, ever since, kind of Eddie Guerrero faced Edge for the WWE Championship at Survivor Series. Gunther has always had this chip on his shoulder that he should be the #1 contender. Well, you should win the matches. And right now he is on a roll. He is 5-3 here in Universe Mode. I mean, he's been kind of on the fence. He's been kind of, just kind of striding along. He's been like 2-2, 3-3. But right now, he's found his stride. He is 5-3. And with a win over Shinsuke here tonight, he could move on to being 6-3 and be in prime contention for a World WWE Championship opportunity. But right now, he has to go one-on-one with Shinsuke Nakamura, a man who's been disrespected his whole time here in WWE. And that's just me venting, I should say. Shinsuke was just an absolute barn burner when he came to NXT. Oh, what a shot there by Shinsuke. And Shinsuke, kind of had this, it's such a cliche thing to say, but he's had this aura about him. He's had always this kind of atmosphere around him that he's just different. He's built different, folks. And Shinsuke has always been kind of a guy that wanted to, kind of just reach for that brass ring, finally get that world championship. And he had a prime opportunity at WrestleMania 34, but of course, that's all history. And he's been kind of not the same since. Those 7 years back. Nevertheless, Shinsuke is in the main event here on Monday Night Raw. He has had the opportunity by the Raw brass to, what is this? And now picks him up. Oh my God! Oh my God! Well, Shinsuke just planted Gunther on the top of his head. Kind of like I guess a butterfly pile driver. I can't remember the actual name of that move right now. And it's pissing me off, but nevertheless, Gunther's right back to his feet though. Gunther, obviously he is World Championship material, but right now he's got Shinsuke up on his shoulders. And just plants him down all willy-nilly. Just no effort at all. And now Shinsuke going after the knees, the joints. Kind of like China in the last match. Gunther, very old school in his approach to wrestling. Doesn't wear knee pads. No. And both these guys, this is one of the matches I've always wanted to see. Shinsuke Nakamura and Gunther. I certainly hope we see this match, in real life as well. I don't know if it's actually happened yet, but I want to see it happen. Again, this is all what Universe Mode is about. I mean, Gunther is facing Shinsuke Nakamura in the main event of Raw. He's in a rivalry with Eddie Guerrero. And he's trying to go after Edge in his World Championship or WWE Championship. So, this is what Universe Mode is all about. I know maybe you guys don't care about some of the matches that happen. Maybe you guys don't care about some of the storylines or the records that I hold. But I hope you guys certainly enjoy some of the matches that at least happen. Maybe most of you guys don't care about China and Charlotte Flair. Some of you guys might want something different. Some of you guys might love Tommaso Ciampa versus Xavier Woods. But these matches just happen to happen in... Oh my God, what a drop kick. These matches always, kind of mean something. With the records being what they are. But now, every match means, like I said, just means a little more oomph. There's more oomph to a match. There's not just a random, Gunther versus Shinsuke Nakamura match on the main event of Raw, but it just means, like, if Shinsuke wins against Gunther, Shinsuke obviously, has a prime opportunity to be #1 contender for the WWE Championship, but also it can mean that, Gunther if he wins, he moves on to be number one contender. You know, it could all mean nothing. You know, at the same time, when Drew McIntyre might be coming into the picture, that could mean Drew McIntyre faces the winner of this match. There's so many variables. There's so many layers to just a random match here that could be assumed as a random match. But there's also just the record aspect to it. That's why, you know, that's why I feel like the records kind of bring something to the matchup. You guys want to see who is the rightful number one contender for a match? There's a clothesline by Gunther, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like, there's not just a random, match that's just happening for no reason. You know what I mean? So, hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Where, you know, I book a Chyna versus Charlotte Flair match just to, you know, kind of prove who's more in the running to be a number one contender. That's what Universal is all about. You don't want to see the, you know, the Jey Uso and Gunther match for the 10th time, or, you know, it just happens to be, you know, like John Cena is the number one contender for Tommaso Ciampa's United States Championship. We literally had a fatal 5-way match for the United States Championship because who Matt Riddle at the time was champion, had 4 rightful number one contenders because they all had the same win-loss record. So just me rambling a little bit. Hope you guys don't mind. But that's kind of where my mindset was going when I made this universe mode happen in 2K22. I think it was 2K22 or 2K23. And like, I've done universe modes before, but you know, they were just all willy-nilly for the sake of it. Oh my God! Wait a minute. Forget me talking. There's a power bomb by Gunther, and again the Shinsuke's feet were on the ropes, but doesn't matter. Gunther gets the win here tonight.
Here is your winner, Gunther.
Well, Gunther gets it. Oh boy, Eddie Guerrero, the man who, you know, kind of gets on the nerve of Gunther, and back and forth. Both guys have been at each other's throats for at least a month and a half now. And Eddie is goading Gunther on. He wants a fight. He wants a fight right now. Gunther, he's coming to the ramp and he's going to oblige. They want to fight. They're going to have a fight. Back and forth. Back and forth. Well, these guys want a match. These guys want a match soon. We'll have to see what that happens. But guys, that'll happen here for me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on SmackDown.